Hello viewers, the following video is on computer networking concept. But before starting explanation on this, I'll inform you that you can contact me for online tuition classes from class 1st to 10th any subject and for any of the computer programming language. My email ID for contact is in the description of this video and in my channel about section as well. Networking. Networking is the sharing of data and information between two terminals or computers in order to make work faster. Here the sharing can be of hardware resources like printer or software like files or folders or messages. This exchange of information can be wired or wireless. Networking requires more than one computer system wires for connectivity. System built-in network interface card. Local form of networking, which is the basic form of networking, allow only few computer systems to get interlinked with one another, but global form of networking, which is adopted by every organization all over the world, allow millions of computer systems to interact with one another like internet. Advantages and disadvantages of computer networking. Advantages. Sharing of data and information is the first and the foremost advantage of computer networking. User can share hardware resources as well, like printers, scanners, etc. It removes the problem of distancing, means users located at remote locations can also enjoy the networking services by sharing files, folders at their own comfort without spending any cost on transportation expenses. Disadvantage. Fetching and sharing of data in between unknown terminals may sometimes lead to virus attacks, as by mistake corrupted files and folders gets exchanged between devices. Hence, security issue must be taken care of while dealing with file exchanging process. Types of communication signals. Digital signal. Digital signal transmit data in the form of binary digits, that is 0 and 1. They make communication and sharing of information possible with the help of electronic means. Analog signal. Analog signal handle the inflow and outflow of data in between computer systems through the use of radio waves. Hybrid signal. Hybrid signal works by intermixing the approach of both digital and analog signals. Types of communication channels. Simplex channel. Through this channel, information or data can be sent only in one direction. That is, sender can send data, but receiver's duty is to just receive it without generating any response. Example, radio. Half-duplex channel. In this channel, the receiver have the capability to respond back towards sender, but only once the sender has done its sending job completely. Best example, walkie-talkie. Full duplex channel. With the use of this channel, all the restrictions on sending and receiving data are overcome. That is, the sender and receiver both can send and receive data simultaneously at the same time. Example, telephone. There are 5 types of computer networks: LAN, MAN, WAN, and VPN. LAN stands for Local Area Network, suitable for short-range network connectivity having distance of about 1 kilometer. That is, it can connect devices between multiple floors of a building or within a building or between two buildings close to each other. Offers 10 to 100 Mbps speed of data transmission with the use of twisted pair and coaxial cabling. It is cheaper, reliable, and secure network connection. MAN stands for Metropolitan Area Network. It covers large area than LAN as it spans its network connectivity across cities and towns. It offers more than 150 Mbps data transmission speed with the use of fiber optics cabling system. Expensive to install and maintain. Best example is cable TV network. WAN. It stands for Wide Area Network. It covers largest area than MAN and LAN as its network span across countries. It is a combinational approach of multiple LANs connectivity, and all the LANs are connected either by telephone line connection or through radio waves. It offers more than 50 Gbps data transmission speed with the help of satellite connection. Most expensive and are operated by an organization. Best example is Internet. PAN stands for Personal Area Network, also be called as PicoNet or Home Network. It is the smallest range computer network as its range is only within a room. Best example is Bluetooth. VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. This network provides security to the large private and intra-networks used by large organizations. Communication or transmission media is divided into two types, wired and wireless media. Inside wired media, there are three types: twisted pair cabling, coaxial cabling, and optical fiber cabling. Wireless media is further categorized into five types, that is radio wave, infrared, microwave, Bluetooth, and satellite. Difference between wired and wireless network. Wired network, the network which make use of wires for sharing of information in between devices, is the wired network or Ethernet network, provides faster data transfer speed with considerable amount of security. Because of physical wires connectivity, it is not possible to use it while traveling or switching from one place to another. Examples: twisted pair cable, coaxial cable, optical fibers. Wireless network, the network which make use of EM waves or radio waves for sharing of information in between devices, is the wireless network. Provides slower data transfer speed as compared to wired with lesser amount of security. User enjoys the freedom to move from one location to another while using the services of wireless connectivity. Examples: radio wave, microwave, infrared waves, Bluetooth, satellite. Twisted pair cable, the oldest and the most common form of cabling. It is a type of cabling in which two copper wires are twisted together and covered with an insulating material called jacket, which is made up of plastic to avoid electromagnetic induction. Out of the two wires, one wire is used for ground reference and the other is used for sending signals to the receiver. This cable is cheaper to use and install, also thin and flexible. Due to high attenuation or increase in noise level, this cable do not support long distance communication facility, as the signals tend to fade or become weaker, so we require repeaters to boost them. Low bandwidth is also the major problem with this cable. Coaxial cable, it is the cable which offers high frequency level for data transmission and communication. It includes a single copper insulated wire which is used for sending and receiving electrical signals with levels of coatings for protection against damage. This form of cabling is expensive and thick as compared to twisted pair cabling, mostly used for TV cable connection. Optical fiber cable. The most secured wired connection is the optical fiber connection because data through this transmission channel does not get affected with noise and electromagnetic interference. In this, there are strands of glass through which data in the form of light gets transmitted from source to destination, and these strands of glass, called core, are covered with the protective layer of coating called cladding. As the speed of light is the fastest, so the data transmission through optical fiber is the suitable way to opt for wired connection users. The most expensive and fragile cable connectivity, as the installation charges and maintenance charges are high. It offers highest bandwidth over longer distances without amplification of signal in between. Radio wave, the most useful wireless network connectivity, which makes use of electromagnetic waves or radio frequencies to establish proper connection between terminals. Radio waves are basically omnidirectional as they have the capability to span over longer distances. Physical devices like transmitter and receiver are used to send and receive radio wave signals, and an antenna is required at the receiver side. The wireless connection of radio waves are less secured as compared to the wired cable connection. Microwave operate at higher frequency than radio wave and provide high-speed data transmission. These are unidirectional in nature and propagate signals in only one single direction. Expensive in terms of installation and maintenance. Less secured, likewise radio waves. These waves also require antenna for proper functioning, mainly used in television broadcasting. Infrared. This type of wireless network provides short-range connectivity between terminals with high frequency. Major problem with infrared waves is that they are unable to pass through the solid objects like walls, doors, etc. Mostly used in TV remotes, wireless speakers, and many more devices. Bluetooth. With the help of Bluetooth, one can transfer data over shorter distances of up to 100 meters. Extremely reliable when small amount of data is needed to get exchanged among devices, as its usage leads to large amount of battery consumption. No cords, no wires are required to share data in support of Bluetooth. Satellite. To establish longer distance wireless connection between devices, satellite connectivity is better option. When communication is to be done with far away located ships, planes, then this connectivity is useful. It works along with the helping hand of radio frequencies. Multiple workstations are located on Earth miles away from one another in order to maintain a link with the satellite. Uplink is the connectivity for data transmission between Earth station to satellite, and downlink is the opposite, that is from satellite to Earth station. Network devices. Repeater. The task to boost the signal traveling from source to the destination is carried out by the repeater. The signal gets weaker till it reaches the destination. So as to amplify it, repeaters are required. Hub. The repeater with multiple ports which are used to connect several computers on the same network is known as hub. Generally acts as a central server with which multiple nodes are connected and receive information. Router, mainly known as smart switch because of its ability to handle multiple networks. Its duty is to check the packet arising from source and deliver it to its correct destination. Another three network devices are modem, stands for modulator and demodulator, used to establish network connection by converting signals from digital to analog and from analog to digital. NIC stands for network interface card, also can be called as Ethernet cards, as they are used to connect the system with the network and come fitted inside the system as a small hardware chip. Switch can also be called as intelligent hub, as before sending the packet to all the connected nodes, it firstly checks the packet and analyzes its destination so that only correct recipient will receive it, so as to avoid network traffic. The last three network devices are gateway, also known as protocol converter. It is used to connect multiple different networks supporting different protocols together in order to make the work of server less complicated. Acts as proxy server so as to handle the traffic load on main server, as when user make the same request again. So instead of fetching the response from server, proxy server handles the delivery of data. Bridge works similarly like switch, but the only difference is that switch is multi-port and bridge does not support multi-ports for node connection. It is used to connect multiple LANs. RJ45 connector stands for registered jack 45 connector. It is an 8-wire connector used for network connection. Can also be called as Ethernet cables. Network topology. A network topology is an organized physical structure which is used to connect computers in order to share information and data in between one another. Multiple network topologies are there like bus topology, star topology, ring topology, mesh topology, and tree topology. Bus topology. This category of topology offers the simplest and the smallest organized connectivity between nodes. In this, a single wire, either twisted pair or coaxial cable, is used to establish a network information system among all the nodes. Ethernet protocol is mainly used in this form of topology, suitable for lesser number of computers to connect. It follows linear mechanism of connectivity and becomes slower in speed if more number of nodes get connected. The main drawback of this topology is that if the main cable fails, then the entire network fails to operate. Star topology. In this form of topology, all the nodes are connected to one central hub via coaxial or fiber optics cable to retransmit and establish communication among one another. The role of central hub is to transmit back and forth the received packets from the network to every computer connected to it, irrespective of sending the packet to the correct destination node. Since all the nodes are dependent on the same central hub for network connection, if the hub fails, then the entire network shuts down completely. But if any of the node fails, then it will not harm the rest of the connected nodes and network flows smoothly in between them. Simple to create this form of topology, as it adopts Ethernet and token ring protocol, but it cannot be possible to extend it to a greater distances because of single central hub. Ring topology. This form of topology in which all the nodes are connected to one another circularly via fiber optic cable to create a dedicated network for communication and sharing of information. The protocol used here is FDDI, which is Fiber Distributed Data Interface. Maintenance and installation of nodes in this topology is far much easier. The main drawback to use this form of topology is that addition and removal of nodes creates a sound complexity in this network. Also, if one node fails to function, then both the other nodes adjacent to it also suffer from network connectivity issues, which is a major problem. Mesh topology, the kind of topology in which every node is connected to every another node via fiber optics cable connection in a type of completely interconnected way. As all the nodes are interlinked, so large amount of cabling is to be done. But this creates an advantage that if one node fails to function, then it will not affect on the function of the rest of the nodes in the interconnected shell of network. Fairly high charges of cabling system installation and maintenance are required. Most advantageous form of topology if distance is considered, so that the network can be expanded later on depending on its need and feasibility. Tree topology. It is an extension of star topology. This topology follows hierarchical way of connectivity of all the nodes in which the root node acts as a central hub and all the other nodes are connected with it. Large number of nodes can be added in it with the extended cable network. Create the same problem as in star topology, that if central node or hub fails, then the entire network shutdowns completely. Thanks for watching, and for more videos, subscribe my channel. Viewers, if you want to join my computer tuition classes, kindly contact me on my mail ID provided in my channel About section.